back down to earth. That's a player who, in the previous week, actually did very well. Maybe I like to take it from the pool of badasses, and the following week, not so well. So, back down to earth. Who's your back down to earth call for the last week?
I said Matthew Stafford against the Chargers. He had 29 points the week before, and I said he has less than 18 points this week.
Right.
Still a good week, but temper expectations. I said he finishes outside the top 10.
Mm-hmm.
And?
Where'd he go?
Oh, bad ass.
What?
Bad call.
No.
So he had 26 points, fourth in points last week.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, what made you make that call in the first place?
The Chargers aren't bad against quarterbacks.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I could look it up if you need me
Well,
to,
no,
but
I'm just
let's just
why
move
you
on.
made the
Shall we?
call.
Let's just move on.
Okay, sure.
I figured he wasn't going to get 29 points, and he didn't.
Yeah, when he get 28?
Exactly, 26. 26. All right, this guy now for this week, it was on just about every list I had in mind of bust, badass, back down to earth, but the experts agree with me that he's not going to do well. They have him like a 22nd this week, so I've got Dwayne Bowe as my back down to earth. He had 14 points in week 16.
Wow, that's not really badass.
It's not. I didn't realize we actually went badass and then back down. I like it. I mean, if that's the case, I'll come up with something.
Take it from where you want, wherever.
Yeah, I'll look at it. I mean, he was in the top 10,
Maybe
I'm sure.
maybe he's on a farm team, and you're gonna say, hey, he's coming back down to earth.
So Dwayne Bowe is back down to earth. Champ Bailey shuts him down. I'll tell you where he was. He was in the top.
Do you need to
Hell,
go
I can't even
to
see
the
him.
next page?
I don't know. Where the hell was
The
he?
next page, maybe, people.
Really? Dwayne Bowe?
No.
Oh, there he is.
Oh,
14 points. He's in like top 12 somewhere. I'm sure. Why not?
right.
So this week, Champ Bailey shuts him down. He had 1 point the last time they played. He would be my bench of the week if he were actually ranked in the top 20 or so or top 10.
Right.
I'd say bench him, but since I can't use him for that category, I just said back down to earth. But I'd bench him. I'd absolutely bench him this week.
It's bold.
Sort of.
So yeah, my back down to earth last week was Reggie Bush. Reggie Bush had run he ended up with I think he was like third overall out of running backs in week 15. So in week 16, I'm like, nah, it ain't happening. He ended up with 24 points in week 15. And this week, only 13 fantasy points. So, I mean, that's almost a 50% reduction. So it was back down to earth, but still quite startable. So that
Solid
back down
second.
You know what I mean? Yeah, solid second running back production points there, or flex. So 14 RBs, though, did do better than he did. So there you have it. This week, Mendenhall. Mendenhall had one of the best games of the season last week. He ended up with 20 fantasy points. He had 116 yards rushing, another 35 yards receiving, and a touchdown. I'm saying at Cleveland, which actually isn't the best not the best defense against running backs, but that's a tough game. In the dog pound, the Steelers come in there. They're gonna make it tough. They're gonna make it tough running for Mendy, and he's kind of shaky away from home anyway. So even though some people have him ranked in the top 10 for running backs this week because Cleveland statistically is bad against running backs, good against running backs and making it bad for them. I'm saying no. Mendy's gonna cough up a lung. He's probably not gonna get into the end zone. I'm saying.
That sounds like a bench to me, dude.
I'm gonna give him even more, give it even more credibility and say that he gets 8 points or less.
That's a bench to me. Wow. All right, I'm going to go back and give you another not so bold call of the week and say Brandon Marshall is back down to earth this week as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, against the Jets, he was I think he was top 10 last week, wide receiver. He might have even been.
I no longer trust the Jets defense. Guys.
Really? Brandon Marshall was third against wide receivers. I think he's back down to earth. Temper expectations. He will not have the 21 points. He'll be back around 12, 10 points.
He's not going to pull a Victor Cruz against the Jets. It's not happening.
He had Victor Cruz on his bench last year.
Victor Cruz.
Good luck this week, people. Temper.